beat away at the run game early. How important was it to be persistent and it finally broke for you guys in the second half?
It was just, it was a big deal for us to get the run game going, and glory to God for just keep being persistent in the run game and just never giving up. And we talked about it at halftime, and it was just making sure that we kept our heads up, knowing that in the second half it was going to pop and we'll break a couple. And my teammates just kept motivating me, kept keeping me up, and it was just great to see it open up in the second half.
You got really emotional at the end there. What's going through your head when you storm from the sidelines?
I mean, this was just such a big game for us, from the adversity that we put ourselves through last week, and the great week of practice that we had this weekend. Playing Nevada, it's always going to be a big game for us, and I like to believe I'm an emotional player, and I put my heart into this game, and our team, we just played with so much heart, even when the odds were against us, and it was great to just come up with this win. It's probably one of my favorite wins today.
You had one of your best runs of the year after your fumble. You had one of the best runs of the year after Grant's interception. Those situations, sort of a little extra fire to try to turn the game back around in those situations?
Yeah, I mean, it just comes to a point where, you have to be able to shoulder the load. And, with that fumble, it was just a handoff issue. And, we'll get that situated on Sunday and everything. And then just with the interception, that was really just low-key a fluke play, just because that defender, he was just there at the right moment at the right time. And, Grant, he had the right idea. And so, it just comes down to making big plays for this team when your name's called upon, and I'm just blessed that I was able to do that tonight.
Jay, after all that, there you guys are with 2 minutes left, whatever, and you're standing on the sidelines, and there's not much you can do. Nothing you can do watching the defense there. What was kind of your thoughts on that final drive, and then when the fourth down play was incomplete? It's
just faith, We watch our defense every day in practice. We go through our clutch period, 2 minute offense and defense, and they step up, in practice, and I knew they were going to step up to the occasion here. I mean, when the stage is set, those guys really play with their heads on fire, and for them to make those stops, it was just amazing to see, and I was so proud of our defense stepping up.
When you consider the opponent, this is the best offensive performance you guys have had in a long time. What happened this week? When you go from one of your worst in a long time to one of your best, what happened?
Like I said, we definitely had the best week of practice that we've had all season. I mean, the energy at practice was up, the execution was up, and Coach said it in our Friday night meeting. He said, "You guys prepared yourself to win this game," and it was all from our practice efforts, and being able to see that translate on the field was just amazing tonight.
Jay, you guys
coming at the right time?
Yeah,
definitely. I mean, I feel like just for us to have a great win like this is great for us to have this win. Now we get a week to get our bodies back, get guys that are injured, get them back healthy, and then get ready for BYU.
What's it like to sit on that week that you had last week at Air Force, 7 turnovers, and you come out and you operate like this? And we mentioned that how important is it to show that you guys can click on offense and hang 51 on the board? I
mean, like what happened last week, we put it to rest on that Sunday. We knew that was what happened, and we knew that this was a new week. I had said it earlier this week, the great thing about this game is each week you get to play a new opponent, and it's a whole new situation. And we really focused our efforts on Nevada, and we were just coming out here preparing ourselves to win this game. Now that we have a bye week, we're going to go in, we'll have an extra week up on BYU, so we'll just be preparing just to have a great game against them.
What did you see from Grant tonight, coming off of obviously a miserable deal last week, to come out and play the way he did tonight?
He's Mr. Composure. I mean, the guy, even keel, never shows any sign of distress, and that's great to have in a quarterback. And I know we can always count on him to make big plays for our team.
All right, guys.
Thanks, Jay. Congrats, bud.